Hello everybody, welcome back to Sin City Living. This is Jason bringing you today's episode. As you guys may notice, it's a slightly different camera view. Because of those sound issues, I had to switch to my other camera and use the internal microphone. So this is also probably a different sound as well. Sorry about that, guys, but I audited all of my equipment, my mics, the wireless receivers, and I could not get rid of the hissing sound, which tells me that it is either in the camera that I was using, which I bought as a used camera 2 years ago when I started the channel, or it's in the bridging unit in between the wireless receivers and the camera. Either one, and I have been meaning and hoping to overhaul the equipment eventually, so switch to this camera so at least we don't have the hissing sound, and as soon as I am able, I will overhaul our equipment. So for today's video, this is kind of one of those I don't want to say amusing videos, but just kind of one of those for your edification sort of stuff, maybe for your entertainment. I want to talk about things that people and players say that make the dealers chuckle in their heads, and sometimes out loud, but mostly in our heads. Things that people say, or the things that people say that are just flat out 100% no way in heck incorrect. So the first one actually deals with place bets. And it's when people bet, let's say you're on a $15 minimum bet table. So you throw them to, you ask, what's the minimum I can bet on the 8? And maybe they say $15. So they throw $15 in. Then you're like, oh wait, that's not right. Let me get odds on that. That's one of those things. That's one of the things that's super common for us to hear that the dealers are like, oh my God. Now, here's what's really funny about it. One of the reasons that I chuckle about it. I said that. When I learned how to play, not when I learned how to play craps, the very first time I played craps, I had a friend of mine show me. I'd never been on the table. I'd been to Vegas, I can't tell you how many times, never played craps. So a friend of mine said, oh, I'll show you how to play craps. And that's what he told me to say is when I do a place bet, tell him I want odds on it. So that's what I was saying constantly. It was completely incorrect, and it makes me kind of cringe a little bit and chuckle thinking about it now. But yes, that's not odds. That is fixing the bet, making the bet right. Let me make my place bet right. Let me fix my bet. Because that's what dealers will say. Let's say you just have the $15 and an 8 rolls. Now that pays 17. You may very well have a dealer that will say, do you want me to go ahead and fix your bet? And they'll do that. And if the player says yes, cool. Then we just give them the other $14. So the dealers will say, hey, do you want me to fix your bet? Okay, so for the next one, and don't forget everybody, if you are looking for an online casino, I finally found a decent one that if you want to practice your strategies on low limit tables, check the descriptions or the links down below. They do have craps, they have roulette, they have sportsbook, live dealers, all that stuff. The links will give you some sign up bonuses. I used to play online all the time, of course poker, but I used to play online casino all the time. Mostly I was practicing my roulette strategies or getting my blackjack fix in. That was before I knew how to play craps, so they couldn't hear me say, hey, let me get odds on this. The next thing that is one of those that will definitely make the dealers chuckle. When a player throws in $1 and says, let me get the hard 12. You want the hard 12? Yeah, I want the hard 12. Okay, you know what, I'll tell you what, we'll even pay if it comes easy. But some dealers will say that. Other dealers will say, well, if it comes easy, we got a problem. There's no such thing as an easy 12, guys. It's impossible. What are you going to roll, a 7-5? You have 2 6-sided dice. It's just not possible. That one definitely gets us. It gets the dealers chuckling a little bit every time they hear hard 12. That one is one that there's not going to be too many under the breath comments. That's one that the dealers will typically say, like, okay, if it comes easy, we're probably going to have security pulling us off the table, or if it comes easy, there's something wrong with the dice, or we'll pay you $1,000,000 to 1 if it comes easy, and all kinds of stuff. Another one, and this one just makes dealers roll their eyes internally. They know better than to say anything. When somebody bets the don't pass, and another player says, hey, what's that bet? And the player says, I'm betting with the house. That is, hands down, the absolute dumbest thing that we hear. There is no bet anywhere in the casino on any game that is betting with the house. Are you telling me that you think that bet favors you? That by betting that bet, you have the edge and you're going to win more often than you lose? Because if you truly believe that that bet has an edge over the house, instead of the other way around, you got to put the drinks down, man, or put down whatever you're smoking. That bet has a house edge. Therefore, it is not betting with the house. If you bet that bet every roll, you somehow maybe you're a robot. If you bet that bet every roll for a month straight, you would lose money. That bet is not betting with the house. There is no such thing as a bet that's betting with the house. If it was betting with the house, it wouldn't even exist. It wouldn't be on the table. And the next one, sorry for the interruption real quick, guys. If any of you guys are fans of books, authors, stuff like that, also check out the link down below for our other channel that we just started. It's a family channel, me and the wife. We're die-hard readers. It's what we do, books, authors. We love to talk about it. We could talk about it forever. So we decided to start a channel on it, a little passion project. If you wouldn't mind, check it out. Maybe just give us a subscribe. Just help us get it out there. If not, no biggie. The very next thing that that drives me. This is another one that doesn't so much make the dealers roll their eyes internally as probably frustrate them a little bit. All the hot bets here, they're the primary hot bets, the horn numbers. They have pictures. So do the hard ways. They have pictures. There's a picture of the two dice and how they have to come in order for it to win, right? There's a freaking picture. So when I've had this, people throw in $5 and the dealer's like, what do you want? I want, and I've had someone just sitting there doing this. And the dealer on the towel was on stick. The dealer on their base went, point louder. Because what is that? Like, you have words. And they'll say, I want the 30, the 30, the 30. Dude, the dice don't go that high. And they're looking, they want to say the 30-1 bet. Well, guess what? There's 6 of those. And we tell people, there's pictures. Tell us what number. Look at the picture you want to bet. Add the 2 together and tell us what number you want. Do you want the 12? Do you want the 2? Do you want the hard 6? Hop the hard 6. Hop the hard 8. Hop the hard 10. Do you, when you say 16 for 1, does that mean you want the 11, the yo? Does that mean you want the ace deuce? Are you looking to bet one of the 5s or the two-way 5s? There's a picture. Add them together. Tell us the number. Next one is just people that have just barely started to learn the horn bets, which is for some unknown reason is becoming a really big bet, and they don't know how to articulate it. And we'll have people that will say, "Let me get a yo high horn," and we're like, "Oh, a what?" And the second time they say it, we're like, "Oh, right, you want a horn high yo, gotcha." But every single day we hear yo high horn or 12 high horn or 12 horn high. Horn high 12, horn high yo, a horn bet high on. That's what it is. Horn bet high on. Let me get a horn high on 12. Let me get a horn high on 2. It's not 11 high on horn. It's horn high on 11. Horn high 11. Horn high yo. And the final one is, and I actually ran into this one today. Something very, very similar. I'm going to use a slightly different bet, but it's very similar, so it will be a good example. Just imagine you're a dealer, and we just came out, we marked the point, and the player says, let me get 204 across. Sure. The fuck is that? I've actually had a dealer say that too. Typically, when I see players that bet stuff like this, they also get really, really bad attitudes to the dealers when the dealers are like, what is it you're trying to bet? This bet doesn't make sense. It's players that bet these super oddball bets and then that we never had to set up for anybody ever in the history of craps. That's an exaggeration. But, it's not a standard bet. They bet this super oddball, weird-ass bet, and then they cop an attitude with the dealers because the dealers can't read their mind. I also have a player that does something similar, but just throws this in and does this. Like, the heck does this mean? Like, use your words, because 204 is not any kind of bet that makes sense. What is this bet? What is it they want? I'll show you. They want 160 inside with 44 inside, or 160 across including the point plus 44 inside. That's what they want. That is in no way, shape, or form any kind of standardized bet. It's not any bet that any dealer anywhere would default to immediately think of. It's really not a bet that any dealer would just think of. So the dealer can't read the mind. Sorry. So I hope you guys find this interesting, illuminating, enlightening, or at least just plain fun. Thank you everybody for watching. We will catch you next time. Bye now. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and as promised, a little bit more detail on things that we are working on. So again, we want to continue trying to expand the channel. We're really hoping to be able to add roulette as soon as possible, and then some video keno, video slots, stuff along those lines. Unfortunately, it ate up almost all of our cash, paying off all of our bills during the month of January while we were down. And now that the holidays have ended, YouTube's payouts have dropped significantly. So we're kind of treading water here as far as all that goes. Do have a lot of things we want to add, though. Not just those things, those additional games, and hopefully some carnival games and such like that. But the live streams. The biggest problem right now with the live streams is with 3 jobs combined between the 2 of us, 4 if I include the 20 to 30 hours a week I'm putting into the YouTube channel. It's very, very difficult for me to have a day and time that I can commit to doing the live stream every single week, because we also have our very young child to take care of. But I'm trying to figure that out. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being on Monday nights or Tuesday afternoons, or possibly both. I intend to do at least one live stream exclusively for our patrons, and then another one on the YouTube channel. So possibly both days. We also have a few other things that we really want to attempt to move forward on. I'm just running into either time or skill set issues. I do want to eventually have a website going for us. I did used to program websites over a decade ago. A lot of things have changed, and I just don't have that time. And not a whole lot of knowledge on the current state of building websites, hosting what sites can host, and how to build up the e-commerce stuff. So if anybody has any skill sets along those lines and would like to answer some questions or just help us out, shoot us an email, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Also, I really hope to be able to start adding some exclusive stuff from Sin City Living, logoed shirts, hats. I'm looking to get custom dice made, even custom layouts made, although those would be pretty expensive. But I know zero about e-commerce and drop shipping and anything along those lines. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area, please email me. I would love to ask you some questions and see if you can answer a few to help me figure out how to get that going. Same thing with designing our logos. I had some logos designed, very, very small logos, unfortunately, not big enough to blow up to put on t-shirts and stuff like that. And again, I know I know nothing about logo design, graphic design, any kind of websites that could do it. I literally know nothing. So if you have any skill or knowledge in that area also, please email me, and you're willing to answer some questions, please email me and let me know. I'll admit I don't even know where to start as far as asking some questions, but I'm sure I'll ask a few, and that'll trigger a few more, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's that, and of course we do hope to continue to improve our AV setup, but I am an AV moron, so also right there, if you have any skill sets or knowledge in that area, please email me, and are willing to answer some questions. Please email me and let me know. We would love to help. Otherwise, again, thank you everybody for watching, and we're very excited to continue bringing you our videos. Bye now.